Creepers! As you can see, my shadow. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever you are tuning in and creeping with. I do appreciate it. We're currently here on the Springwater corridor. Got the Creeper Cruiser back in business. Just purchased a new tire and a tube. Shout out to Dick's Sporting Goods in Clackamas Town Center for helping me out yesterday. We're back to normal creeping. Was off for a few days. And today's a good one, especially if you're a fan of the Simpsons. We've got a whole playlist of real life Simpsons. If this is the first time you're here, I'm a huge fan. Borderline hoarder collection of Simpsons merchandise over the years. Been a fan since the Tracy Ullman bumpers. Kind of a long-winded intro. I had a lot to say this morning, but stay tuned. We're heading up to Forest Park, actually the zoo area, to do another real-life Simpson. If you're a fan of Packy the elephant, or you remember Stampy, you're not going to want to miss this one. It's going to be a good day. Got the sun is shining, and yeah, it's just going to be a good day. I love the Simpsons, and I hope you guys do too. Stay tuned. It's going to be a good day. Classic truck alert. All right, just made it into Southeast. We were here on 26th and Division. We've got a ways to go yet. But I noticed Plaid Pantry. I was going to stop in for a coffee, but really I need a water. They've done a great job of kind of using the Portland symbols. And we've got none other than an elephant, which I believe represents Packy or Stampy. Got the Portland sign here. Go by train. They've even got Division Street there. So yeah, a lot of cool, you know, Portland icons, including Stampy. All right, we got a ways to go, but we're getting close. And crossing over the Hawthorne Bridge now. Beautiful shot of downtown. We're going up into, I think I said Forest Park, I meant to say Washington Park. Beautiful, beautiful shot. Oh yeah. All right, it's official. We just made it downtown, and we just saw the Portland sign there at Plaid with Packy right here on Main and Broadway. Very Simpsons-esque clouds as well. All right, we're heading up into the park. Just made it into past downtown, kind of northwest, southwest. Behind me sits Matt Groening's alma mater, Lincoln High School, which was actually back there. We toured it back in the day before it was demolished. But right here, Matt Groening's high school, I figured we'd stop in and kind of tie this in to the vlog, because when they redid the school, they actually moved the art etching that Matt Groening commissioned back in the 90s, well, late 80s. And they moved it right here, so I thought I'd show this again. We did a full Simpsons vlog, and of course the playlist has a ton of the real life Simpsons. Matt Groening himself not doing this, but he did go here and graduate in 1972. And now the high school sits over here. But we're heading up to Northwest, or Washington Park now. We're in Northwest. Beautiful. Yeah, I always like showing Bart here. I was so glad they salvaged them. Kind of cut them out of the old concrete there. You can see all this newer concrete. So they really did a great job. Got the new track here. And Bartholomew. Alright, just caught the train. Just taking it one stop. I didn't have a chance to actually like vouch my ticket or whatever, so I'm hoping it'll be okay. But yeah, next stop, Washington Park. I would have hung the Creeper cruiser, but there's already the bikes being taken, so I was kind of chilling right here with it. Getting here to Washington Park. Got to take the elevator up pretty far, but it just opened, so we're doing that next. Just took the elevator up from this little area over here, and they're not quite open yet, but we're kind of just standing here at the main entrance to the zoo, and I noticed, kind of staying on track here, we do have the elephant and the entrance to the zoo, which we won't be going into today, but I kind of wanted to just start out here and show you guys what the entrance to the zoo looks like. Eventually we're going to come back and do a full tour, probably with the nephews. But yeah, the actual Oregon Zoo, home to Packy back in the day. We're gonna go up into the park because there is some history, and I'll tell you guys more about kind of the connection to Packy and Stampy to the Simpsons. Alright, Washington Park. On an absolutely stunning day. I actually brought a lunch too. This will help us get a little better layout of the land. So here we are. And what we're looking for is the elephant house. So where we came in was way up here off the Max line. Oh, look at that, it's even got the little elephant there for the zoo. So we got to make our way not too far. We just got to keep following Sherwood Road, and that'll take us to where I want to go. I like that they have these maps up here though. Alright, got the Creeper Cruiser locked up here. Just made it up to Washington Park. Might be a little loud because these guys are doing some maintenance, kind of cleaning up the building that sits behind me here, which is the old elephant house. Well, it's still called the elephant house. But this was the home to Packy the elephant for many years. I think he was actually born inside here. They've got some old relics, some history. We're just gonna kind of check it out, and I'll tell you guys the connections to the Simpsons. It's pretty cool though. Elephant house here. Got the little burst of sunshine peeking through, and they have a bunch of relics here from when this was the little housing area for the elephants. Say what? Oh, I'm okay, thank you. Appreciate it. This is cool though, we got the big elephant here. And this was also home to Rosie, the first elephant to live in Oregon. This building is the only surviving structure from the Oregon Zoo's previous location. Rosie came to Portland from Thailand in 1953. Her arrival helped generate support for a new modern zoo, which opened in 1959. The Oregon Zoo has earned international recognition for its Asian elephant program. Again, this is going to be kind of loud because this guy's doing a little bit of construction. But here we have, I believe, Rosie, and then down here, none other than Packy. That is so cool. Kind of like a brick structure. Got his nose there. Yeah, this is great. And in fact, like I said, this was the old elephant enclosure at one point, and now it's kind of just being utilized as a little picnic area. This is pretty dang cool that these relics are still here today. I might have to do a voiceover if it's too loud, but yeah, this is pretty dang cool. And I also noticed there's a little bit of placard over here as well, kind of just talking about the rose garden and the children's park. Members that have donated to keep this area, you know, open. But to think that Rosie and Packy both lived here at one point is pretty dang cool. Now it's just kind of a picnic area or whatever, but yeah, the old elephant housing area. That's so cool. All right, let's get our picture in front of Packy here. I'm not sure if Packy, it could be Packy, it may be Rosie, but I'm pretty sure Packy was back here as well. So yeah, this is pretty cool. They've got all this little area set up here. They've also got some mosaics of some other animals and whatnot on here. But yeah, it's pretty cool to see the old elephant enclosure, or you know, structure rather, still here. The Oregon Zoo, the old Oregon Zoo, kind of where we came in was this is the new one. But if you guys remember from the Simpsons, that elephant Stampy definitely looked a lot like Packy. I mean, he was an elephant, but kind of a version of him that Matt Groening tied into the Simpsons, not to mention a ton of other things that he would tie into his parents' his mom and dad being Marge and Homer. And I actually found an article from an old Oregonian clipping that Matt talks about, because they lived just right up here in the West Hills. We actually toured their house not too long ago, but he explained that when he came down here to the old zoo when it was very first abandoned, him and his sister would kind of sit in the zoo and kind of wait for the security guards to come by, and then they would jump into the old tanks and kind of explore the old zoo. The reason why I wanted to kind of tie this into the real life Simpsons vlog, but if you remember the episode where Bart, I think he wins or gets an elephant. It's been a while. I think it was by Mr. Burns, like he won a contest or something, but I think Burns bought him an elephant, and Homer ended up naming him Stampy, which was hilarious because he would like stomp on everything. But I noticed that, you know, Stampy, Packy, Portland, Oregon, the Simpsons, there's a ton of connections. And I know Matt Groening hung out here as a kid. Right, just made it up to the Rose Garden area. And I noticed this sign here, train closed. I think it was closed last time we were up here, but we did do a video of the abandoned zoo train. Used to be able to walk right up these steps here, and it would take you to the little area you could board the little mini train. Yeah, it's too bad. Absolutely gorgeous area though. Go look at a few roses real quick. Got the Royal Rosarian Garden here. This is when I wish I had smell-o-vision too. They're like in full bloom right now. If you guys have never been up here, it's just absolutely stunning this time of the year. Just completely surrounded by all these beautiful roses. Speaking of Portland, very Portland-esque. Smells so good too. Found these picnic tables here. Thought now would be a time to have a snack. I brought some string cheese, and I got a couple granola bars, and there it is, and a peanut butter banana sandwich. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little snack real quick, probably eat my cheese and keep maneuvering. Just made it back into downtown. Got the Benson Bubbler here. Another iconic piece of Portland, but we are standing right here as the sun's peeking through to the Oregon Historical Society Museum. which opens in about 5-10 minutes. And we are going to go in here because I was told there was some information with the Rivers, Roses, and Rip City remarkable history of Portland. And with a valid Oregon ID, you can get in to check things out. So that's what we're going to do, because I was pretty much sure that there's going to be some information on Packy. So it's going to have to wait a couple minutes where I have a granola bar and then pop in here. All right, we just made it in. And I was told that the exhibit that we're looking for is, whoop, it's like a Gary Larson comic, push, don't pull. Okay, I kind of see the signage here. Rivers, Roses, and Rip City. And I'm hoping there's some info. This can be some really cool info, but I'm hoping there's some more info on Packy the elephant. Or just the zoo in general. This place is so cool. We've toured this a couple of times. Last time we were here, the Meyer and Frank exhibit was here, so I think it's right through here. Oh, cool. So yeah, just a ton of Portland info. Oh wow, I'm seeing something right here. An original Mark Twain from Will Vinton. Wow. Yeah, the creator of the California Raisins. Wow, that is incredible. All right, I gotta kind of stay on track because there is a ton of Portland info, but what I'm looking for is something specific. Okay, here we go. I knew I could find some cool info here. So born April 14th, 1962. There he is, Packy. So cute. With his mom or dad there holding him up kind of with their trunks. And they also have a little stuffed doll. That is so cool. So yeah, Packy the elephant, 1962. The birth of Packy the Asian elephant was closely followed and celebrated by the public. An elephant had not been born in the Americas for almost 50 years, and his birth in 1962 was the beginning of an era of successful captive breeding programs increasing knowledge of Asian elephants. Packy died in 2017. And I think this kind of represents him as well, number 12. 1962, the Oregon Zoo has operated in Washington Park since 1888, first as the Portland Zoo, then the Portland Zoological Gardens, and then Washington Park Zoo. It has been named Oregon Zoo since 1998. This stuffed element's a likeness of Belle, which is likely sold to commemorate the birth of her son. Oh, so that was her son, Packy, in 1962 when he was born. So yeah, that is so cool. Bella, or Belle, and there he is. Man, this is so cool. All right, that was pretty dang cool. There's a ton of Portland history in there, which we'll probably come back here and do a deep dive and just kind of look over everything, but I kind of wanted to just stay on subject for the vlog today. But yeah, Packy, Rosie, and Belle, pretty dang cool to see all that info and the old elephant house. Pretty dang neat. That's going to do it for today. If you guys are new here, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. That'll dial you into being a creeper today. You can also ring that bell. That way when I creep, you guys will be the first to creep. And if you did enjoy this, give it a thumbs up. Till next time, creeper out for now. Peace.